Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we're in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Innu, Cree, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Lynn Nesbitt, and I'm chairing today's panel. Joining me on the panel are Carrie Linklater and Valerie Warhun. Our assessor today is Arif Dost Mohammed, and our administrative personnel is Jaswinder Kumar. We will be hearing applications for revision of the business assessment role in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act and the City of Winnipeg Charter. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will be hearing items 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8 through 11 on our docket today. Mr. Kumar, please affirm the assessor's and the applicant's testimony. Looks like we've lost our stream. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Madam Chair, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, but we've lost our assessor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna admit him again. I think we lost the connection in between.
Okay. There's our assessor. Are we back live?
We are live, yeah.
Okay. All right then. Everybody's here. So the first, I guess we need to swear everyone in first.
Sorry, I got.
Yes, Madam Chair. Mr. Assessor, please state your full name.
Arif Dost Mohammed.
Thank you. Do you affirm that the evidence you are about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Navarro, please state your full name.
Marcelo Navarro.
Thank you. Do you affirm that the evidence you are about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we will start our hearing with item number 1 on our agenda. That's file number 22-4507. Mr. Das Mohammed, when you're ready, please.
Okay, thank you. Board revision file number 22-4507. Roll year is 2023. The property is located on Bickerton Street. Business assessment ID is 2339. Total annual rental value is $62,880, and that's based on a premise area of 6,850 square feet with a base ARV of $7.03 per square foot, which works out to a base annual rental value of $48,156 plus occupancy costs of $14,728, which gives an annual rental value of $62,880. And I believe the applicant is asking for confirmation on this property.
Mr. Navarro?
That is correct. We are asking for confirmation.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we finish off, Ms. Linklater, do you have any questions about what we've heard so far? Oh, you're muted.
My button is not very forthcoming.
Okay, we've lost your video.
No, I have no questions.
Okay,
I have no questions, Madam Chair. Thank you.
thank you. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions?
None, Madam Chair, thank you.
Okay. That concludes then item number 1. And Ms. Linklater, just to let you know, we've lost your video. There you are. Okay. All right. Next on our agenda, item number 2, file number 22-4682. Mr. Das Mohammed.
Thank you. Board revision file number 22-4682. Roll year is 2023. Address is 555 Logan Avenue. Business assessment ID is 21733. Total annual rental value is $712,320, and that's based on a premise area of 85,718 square feet. Base ARV works out to $498,022. Occupancy costs work out to $214,295 for a total annual rental value of $712,320. And I believe the applicant is asking for confirmation on this file also.
Thank you, Mr. Das Mohammed. Mr. Navarro?
That is correct. We are asking for a confirmation.
Thank you very much. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions for the assessor?
I don't, Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Linklater?
I have no questions. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Okay, we will move to item number 4 on our agenda. That's file number 22-4288. Mr. Das Mohammed.
Thank you. Board revision file number 22-4288. Roll year is 2023. Address is 2340 Logan Avenue. Business assessment ID is 27105. Total annual rental value is $934,560. That's based on 2 premises, one with an area of 117,510 square feet at $5.15 per square foot base ARV. The other premise is 9,367 square feet with a base ARV of $5.45 per square foot. Adding the total occupancy costs for the 2 premises, total annual rental value works out to $934,560. And also, I believe the applicant is asking for confirmation on this file.
This is 2340 Logan.
Yes. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry,
This is a
oh,
recommendation.
yes, sorry, actually, the applicant and I have been going back and forth on this file. And we have come to an agreement of a revised, annual rental value of $825,420. And that's based on a overall, per square foot, value of $4.88.
Okay, let me just repeat that back to you. A total ARV of 825,420.
Yes,
And that's a overall base ARV per square foot of $4.80.
$4.88, it's actually 4.883 per square foot.
4.88. Okay. So we round to 4.88 roughly.
Yes, yeah,
And that's applied to the whole 126,877.
yes,
square feet?
yes, that's an
Okay.
overall, yes.
Okay. Mr. Navarro, do you accept the recommendation that's been presented?
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Linklater, do you have any questions about the recommendation?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Werhun?
I have none, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That concludes item number 4. Item number 5 on our agenda is file 22-4171. Mr. Das Mohammed, when you're ready, please.
Okay, file number 22-4171, roll year is 2023, address is 33 Allen Dine Road, business assessment ID is 3577. Premise area is 203,370. Base ARV is $721,964. Total occupancy costs are $489,326. That equals out to an annual rental value of $1,211,280. And again, I believe the applicant is asking for confirmation on this file.
Mr. Navarro?
That is correct. We are asking for confirmation.
Thank you very much. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions about the evidence presented by the assessor?
I do not, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Linklater?
I also have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That concludes item number 5. Item number 6 on our agenda, file number 22-4619. Mr. Das Mohammed, whenever you're ready, please.
Okay, file number 22-4619, roll year 2023, address is 1309 Mountain Avenue. Business ID is 19802. Premise area is 25,000 square feet. Base ARV is $131,750. Total occupancy costs are $54,800, which works out to an annual rental value of $186,540. And I believe the applicant is confirming this value also.
Mr. Navarro?
That is correct. We are asking for confirmation.
Thank you. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions on the evidence presented by the assessor?
I do not, Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Linklater?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, give us a minute to get to the next one. Okay. Number 8 on our agenda. File number 22-4716. Mr. Das Mohammed.
Okay, file number 22-4716, roll years 2023, address is 2030 Panet Road. Business assessment ID is 3123. Premise area is 96,670 square feet. base ARV is $655,423. Occupancy costs are
I think Mr. Das Mohammed is frozen. Mr. Kumar, I think we're having some technical difficulties. Boardroom A and the assessor are both frozen.
sorry, I got cut off. I don't know where I was
Yeah. Yeah, we lost you too, and the boardroom was frozen also. So maybe what we can do is just start from the beginning, just to make sure, but we'll wait until we get the all clear.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair, I think we got off again.
Yeah, I think we did. Okay, Mr. Das Mohammed is going to start from the beginning because we don't know exactly when everything got lost. So we'll start again with number 8, Mr. Das Mohammed. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, Board of Revision file number 22-4716, roll year is 2023, address is 230 Panet Road, business assessment ID is 3123. Premise area is $96,670, sorry, 96,670 square feet, and that is that works out to a base ARV of $655,423, and that's based on a net rent base rent of $6.78. Occupancy costs are $211,846. That works out to an annual rental value of $867,300. So you could see there that it is not owner occupied. The subject lease is I'm sorry, I don't know who the I think it's Dufresne off the top of my head. So they're renting the space at $5.75. We have rent comparables ranging from $6 to $9, with reported areas of 77,600 square feet to approximately 122,000 square feet. On the following page is our is the map of the subject area. On page 3 is the overhead view of the subject. And then on page 4 is the another overhead view showing all the loading docks available in the area or in the premise. And yeah, so that's what I have. I'm open to questions on that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Navarro, do you have any questions for the assessor?
Yes, just a couple. Based on your page 4, which shows the picture of the property, you would agree that this property was built in different stages, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in comparison to your rent comparables, would any of those be similar?
I'm sorry, I do not have the pictures for those properties, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay, those are my questions.
I can tell you that I have inspected that property back in 2019 with Mr. Boardroom.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Linklater, do you have any questions for the assessor?
I have no questions. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions?
None at this time, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Das Mohammed, you presented a subject lease of $5.75.
Yes. I
Is-
believe, I believe this property was previously owned by the tenant. And then it was sold, and I'm not sure if there was a leaseback agreement or not. So I'm not sure if that is the market rent that's being reported.
Okay. And it's for pretty much all the area, less about
Yes, there
1,300
is,
square feet?
yeah, they haven't broken it out into office or warehouse, so the overall rent is what they're paying there.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Mr. Navarro.
DFA Operations Inc. This is 230 Panet Road. And I believe we did the realty sometime in just make sure what the date was. February 1, 2023. You can see the overhead picture on page 2 and see that it is, again, it's a piecemeal property. It was put together in different stages. On page 4, you can get a sense of the different stages and the sizes, and also the wall heights, gross floor areas. On page 5, you see a nice overhead picture of it also. On page 6 and 7, you can see most of the analysis that we presented in the realty case, which deals specifically with the market rent or the premise rent that we're using on the business assessment. Regarding Mr. Dustin comments on the leaseback arrangement, there is no leaseback arrangement here. We would know about it if there was a leaseback arrangement. This is a market rent. It's $5.75 per square foot. And you can see in the comparables that we have one set of comparables. That's the initial one that we looked at, and that's using our information. And that lists the properties with the street numbers, the effective age of the properties, the wall heights, zoning, all of that. And then we also used a set of assessor comparables. Again, these are in different areas, so I suppose you have to take them with a grain of salt. Given that we have a unique property here, we have an actual rent that's in place. There was a step up at $5.75. We feel that this rent is appropriate. And so on page 8, we have the annual rental value calculation. So we have a net rent of $5.75 per square foot, giving us a total of $555,853. We've made the appropriate adjustments on occupancy costs. Or maybe not. Yeah, no, we have. And we end up at a rounded value of $767,700. Beyond that, in the appendix, you can see the information that was submitted by the owner regarding the income and expenses. It also details the rent on page 12. And lastly, starting on page 18, you can see the order of the Board of Revision for the realty. That's my presentation. I'm open for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Navarro. Mr. Das Mohammed, do you have any questions?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions?
I do not, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Linklater, do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Navarro, this 575, that is their actual lease,
Yes,
and that is net?
that's correct.
Okay. Did you have a chance to inspect this property?
I did not. Mr. Boardroom was there, and he left some very good detailed notes for us. So we didn't feel that it was necessary to inspect it at this point. There were also pictures. So we had a good sense of what the property was like inside out. And
Oh.
as I mentioned.
Okay, and is
the
this
notes
is
were in
manufacturing?
as- Yes,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, Mr. Navarro, I think,
we're cutting off.
yes,
Okay, yes, it is manufacturing based.
I thank you. And your comparables?
Comparables are a wide range of different properties. So some of them are storage and distribution. Some of them are manufacturing. But for the most part, I think most of these are actually storage and distribution. So in that sense, that's why the actual rent in place is probably the best representation of what the market rent for this property is.
All right, could you just identify which of your comparables is manufacturing?
I can't do that. No.
Okay.
Okay,
It
we
is
are
a mixture.
oh,
Some of them would have manufacturing. Sorry, I think we're.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're cutting in and out, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think your answer was you could not, correct?
No, I.
All right, I
cannot.
thank you. That's all my questions. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have no additional questions. Mr. Das Mohammed, do you have a desire for summation?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Navarro?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, that concludes item number 8. Item number 9 on our agenda is file number 1687 Dugald Road. Mr. Das Mohammed.
Okay, Board of Revision file number 22-4647, roll year is 2023, address is 1687 Dougal Road. Business assessment ID is 55089. Total annual rental value is $199,320. Total area of the premises is 19,500 square feet. So down in the middle there, you'll see that there's 2 premises, one with 18,000 square feet and one with 1,500 square feet. The 18,000 square foot base ARV is $8.24 per square foot. The other premise of 1,500 square feet is $6.53 per square foot. If you add the total occupancy cost of $37,425 plus the $3,750, that works out to a total annual rental value of $199,320. And I believe the applicant is seeking confirmation on this property.
Thank you. Mr. Navarro?
That is correct. We are seeking confirmation.
Thank you very much. Ms. Linklater, do you have any questions for the assessor?
I have no questions. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Ms. Werhan, do you have any questions?
None, thank you.
Thank you. So that concludes item number 9. Item number 10 on our agenda, file number 22-4457. Mr. Das Mohammed, when you're ready, please.
Okay, file number 22-4457, roll year 2023, address is 469 St. Mary's Road. Business assessment ID is 6060. There's one premise with an area of 4,789 square feet. I have been in discussions with the applicant and we have adjusted our base ARV to $11.28 per square foot for a revised annual rental value of $65,940. And I believe we're in agreement for that.
Okay, let me just repeat that back. You have a recommendation to reduce to
Yes.
total ARV of $65,940. And that reflects a base ARV per square foot of $11.28.
Correct, yes.
Thank you. Mr. Navarro, do you accept the recommendation?
We do accept it. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions for the assessor's recommendation?
I do not, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Linklater?
I do. I'm just wondering, Mr. Das Mohammed, to be decreasing the annual rent to $11.28, is that based on condition? Is it based on actual rent? I didn't notice.
No, we were negotiating back and forth. The applicant came up with the value, we came up with the value, and we settled in the middle. I mean, I haven't inspected the property. I'm not sure if Mr. Navarro has, but we just came to a conclusion that we'd settle in the middle.
All right, perfect. I thank you.
Thank you. I have no questions. So that concludes item number 10. Item number 11 on our agenda is file number 22-4458. Mr. Das Mohammed.
Okay, Board Revision file number 22-4458. Roll year is 2023. Address is 473 St. Mary's Road. Business assessment ID is 6061. Again, this is a different premise in the building that we had previously. So again, Mr. Navarro and I had discussions, and we have come to an agreement for a total ARV of $105,240, and that's based on a base ARV per square foot of $8.60.
Okay, so you have a recommendation to reduce to total ARV of 105,240. That's reflecting a base ARV per square foot of $8.60. Would that be correct?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and Mr. Navarro, do you accept the recommendation that's been presented?
We accept it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Linklater, do you have any questions about the recommendation?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Werhun, do you have any questions?
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I have no questions. So having said that, we've heard all the items scheduled and this hearing is now adjourned. Thank you very much, Mr. Das Mohammed and Mr. Navarro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.